Ferrari actually won.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
also...
yeah, refresh, boys.
Yeah. That's not updated, but also... yeah. Well, let's go into the game.
That's really cool. And Strifeco once again has to fight through second place of the group. So we start off with what looks like to be Handlock versus Paladin. Now, I think this is the first time we'll see this matchup all tournament long.
Yeah. Handlock first. That's not something I've seen a lot either.
I'm really excited to see how he's gonna play Handlock, because I have played this deck so much, and I have like really clear opinions on how it should be played.
Ooh. When you have two Drakes and you're on coin, do you use it to life tap?
With double Drakes, I would be really tempted to go for Drake on turn 3 and Drake on turn 4.
Yeah, I think that's definitely correct.
Any other play would be a mistake in my opinion.
On this matchup, by the way, Frodin, are you, or Morzavits, are you privy of any anti-handlock tech from Pini as Paladin?
He does have BGH.
That's pretty good.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm not sure what else there could be.
Does he have silence?
Silence, yeah. And we have seen some Paladin decks even run double silence. I'm actually running double silence in my Paladin, but I didn't bring it here. But I really like the double silence.
Certainly great in a matchup like this. And here we go. Coin Twilight Drake. Twilight Drake. That's great.
That's an excellent line of play. Getting that 4-8 out there, and not just that, but getting another one right after it.
And to top it off, there's a Sludge Belcher too.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, what's that?
I like it. Oh! All right. All bets are off for Cabrix. Silencing, or squelching his opponent, rather.
Well, that is some good anti-handlock tech.
Yep.
Or just in general.
But that is that was pretty good top deck, right?
Right.
Yep.
How do you feel about some Paladins also playing an extra Iron Beak Owl, or maybe substituting the Spellbreaker instead of Iron for Iron Beak Owl?
Personally, I like the Owls better. I even like my silence for the Paladin deck would be Iron Beak Owl, and even two of those. But I can understand somebody playing maybe one Owl and one Spellbreaker.
Right, the body on the Spellbreaker is something to consider.
Yeah, it's better, but also like when you have the Owl, it allows you to play other stuff on the same turn. And if you run into something like a Hunter, the Iron Beak Owl is a million times better, because you can actually play it against like a Mad Scientist to trade, and the board won't snowball against you.
That's pretty good. I don't know if this comes from my arena background, but I could never imagine. Well, never say never, but I could not imagine currently running two silences. It seems like.
That's right. I've watched enough of your videos. I've watched enough of your videos to know what you think about silences in general. It's like a half removal, and even then, it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything.
Yeah, but the sand shift sometimes, and with those, you have to adapt with it.
That was pretty interesting, playing the low tempo with the True Silver there. Because I would have been tempted to just take out the Drake when he had the opportunity. He could have traded with the Spellbreaker and with the True Silver. And he also would have still had the dude on the board for the Belcher on the upcoming turn. When your opponent that you know has double Belchers in his deck, you should always be thinking that on turn 5 there might be one coming.
Huh.
Yeah, considering that it is on turn 5 too, and that is a way to disrupt it. I mean, Lothab is one way to answer, but the follow-up does give Drake some time. In which case, if he has an ability to play something, say he plays Senjin and he reacts with Shadow Flame, you're in trouble.
Okay, so
what do you do?
it's not that obvious.
Well, I'll speak a bit about the last play. I support the Lothab play because I'm someone who loves playing on curve. And that seemed alright. The Lothab is here to kill the Sludge Belcher in one hit. That's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. No, just that Drake is kind of still running wild.
Oh, that's an interesting way to clear it. Okay.
Keep the health in the Lothab.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I guess it's better against something like Hellfire. And then gives him the ability to maintain his board slightly better.
Another Belcher.
Yep, he's got the choice of doing a 2-4, although that buff is not going to help much. Could kill off the Lothab. I think when you're... What do you think? If you're handlocked, do you want to keep trading off against the Paladin?
kind of want to keep tapping, but what else could he do then? Because the Belcher seems slightly awkward, even if he makes the trade with the Drake. I would probably be tapping here and then just go from there, and if the card that you tap into is bad, then just drop like a Watcher.
And let the 2 mana roll?
Yeah, or play the Owl. Probably just let the 2 mana be. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Whoa, what?
This is like
That's a
super
Shadow
bad.
Flame to kill a 1/1!
That was very bad. He basically, what the Shadow Flame did was allow him to get 4 damage to base, which is irrelevant, and kill the dude.
I don't know if he's playing Burst in the deck. It's not like...
I mean, it's like, usually you bring it just to get it banned. It's like a freebie ban.
I don't want to be picking on the guy too much, but that was pretty much worst play after Siphon Souling your own Drake.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was a possibility that could have happened, too. I wouldn't be too surprised. But hey, you know, maybe that these guys are really afraid of things. I don't know. Like, are you... Does he know his teammate runs like a second silence or something and he wants to collect some kind of Drake value?
Well, I mean, you can collect it for free by killing the Lothar with it.
I don't know. I'm trying to find
No, unjustifiable. Anyways, to stay on curve here, I like Belcher guy.
Yes, I like the Belcher too. I mean, it's like either that or Sensing, but it's just the Belcher seems strictly better. Alright, that's a good turn.
Yep.
I mean, not that great, but it's solid.
Yeah, and on the flip side here, you've got a 5 and a tap. Do you prefer Belcher or Lothar here, Savitz?
I would tap first, for sure.
Okay,
I mean,
yes.
This is just... He's tapping so little.
Right, and the Owl is not currently a good play because you can't get past the Belcher.
I mean, I guess an okay play would be to silence the Watcher
and
then
then buff both. Okay.
So he can actually like kill the Belcher. It's not that great, but I think it's okay. Deals with the Belcher easily. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that one at all. Well, I guess I'm a little opposed because Consecration kills it all.
Yeah, Consecration is pretty strong. Yeah, I think the main problem for the Warlock is here that he's not tapping as much as he should be. He should try to find an opportunity to tap on every single turn to take this matchup down. Because like the Paladin is outvaluing the Warlock right now, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, the handlock has time in this matchup considerable to tap as much, and the closer you get to things, like even Jiraxis as the game develops, it's really important, because then eventually Paladin runs out of the humility combinations and qualities, so the further you can get to your threats, the better. But it seems like as if Cabrix is playing against an aggressive deck where it needs to be like utilizing every resource in his hand and keeping his health as high as possible. Like, why else would you Shadow Flame on 1/1?
Yeah, but it's really weird against, because Paladin is one of the classes with fatigue as a win condition. And you can honestly just tap, and like think about your turns as if you had like 2 less mana to play with, unless there's like something crazy good. Because there's like no pressure at all from the Paladin side.
Yeah, I've actually watched a few games, and I'm not sure if you were one of them, but I've noticed that the handlock just constantly had a handful, 9, 10 cards, and just always had the perfect answer, and I think that's the proper way to play this matchup.
I agree with that. I think that's at least, yeah. Oh well.
Alright, and meanwhile Paladin just plays pretty much the same. Just try to match and take the board when you can.
Please stop Siphon.
Yep. That's the best target to Siphon in the Paladin deck.
I mean, there
really
is
the best.
Yeah. I guess there's the Tyrion, but still, I mean. And I believe there might be like a Kel 2 side somewhere in there, but that's just too good to pass up. Okay.
Okay. 2 Siphons. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of Tyrion, that would have been actually... You reminded me, that would have been one of the reasons why I would have wanted to hold the Owl back, since you don't actually have an answer to Tyrion yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I know what that Ancient Watcher would have been really good for, to Shadow Flame, sometime down the road.
Yeah, there's going to eventually be a couple 1/1s out there.
But good for the handlock. The Paladin hand does not look all that exciting.
Yeah, running double Taz Dingo makes it a lot weaker in these control matchups. Looks like it's better suited to survive the early game.
Alright, so as long as the Warlock just keeps tapping, I think he should be fine. He's taking
That was a really fast turn. I think these handlock turns like require... You always have to consider the tap play.
Right.
I don't know.
I completely agree with Trump, and of course Savitz is the one been preaching it. You got to tap. I feel like Paladins might be just as deep in the deck as Handlock, if not even more.
Has he life tapped even once?
He did previous turn.
Oh,
Life
yeah,
tapped.
so that's one.
And he life tap on turn 2 for the turn 3.
Oh yeah, so
right.
that's 2 life taps. Okay.
And then turn 5 he Belcher. Turn 6 he Shadow Flame. Turn 7 he played the Defender of Arc. No, that was turn 8. And then turn 7. Oh, he played the Ancient Watch. Okay.
I feel like he should have maybe tapped like 6 or 7 times at least during this game.
Right.
Yeah, something along those lines.
So that's his 3rd or 4th tap here.
Okay. So we are
Still,
getting
even
there.
despite all of that, it looks like the Handlock's in an alright position.
Yep. The Paladin hand is just ridiculous.
But I mean, in the end, the Paladin also has good. Like the Paladin's never been pressured whatsoever to use its board sweeps.
Yeah. The
So-
Paladin drew Black Knight last turn. How do you feel about using the Black Knight against the Sludge Belcher, his Handlock?
I think it's good enough. You can get the board snowballing in your favor, and you can always do the equality combos for the upcoming giants.
Do you kind of feel really pulled to play the Black Knight just because the Handlock actually has a taunt?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Do you feel like just playing the Black Knight here? Because, I mean, he's got...
Yeah, just go for it. He has a really good pressure after that. And, like, what do you really save it for? Quite often, in my opinion, it's good enough to hit it on a Belcher, unless you have, like, a true silver charge and a dude on the board, because that's, like, even better. In those cases, you can hold down the Black Knight. But in a situation like this, where there's actually no clean, other way to deal with the Belcher, I think it's the best play.
Right. It almost looked like he was considering something along the lines of Pyromancer Humility, just to try to clean it off with 1+4, which I think is not very clean. I do like the Black Knight a lot more.
Yes.
I like it because I like building more pressure towards maybe being able to squeeze in more damage
man, is
against
he
the
hitting it
Handlock
with
because
the
he
sword?
has.
Huh.
What? Say what, Trump?
I mean, better would have been
Oh.
hitting it with the 3/3 and saving
me
this
too.
one.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too,
you
definitely.
save that 4 point as the opportunity to swing and kill your opponent. Even.
Yeah, killing your opponent fast right now isn't actually that beneficial. Like, what if the opponent has 2 Molten Giants? Well, you'd actually want that.
But
So that makes sense.
even with using the weapon charge, he could have still like use the Alder to kill. I don't know.
That's right. That play is almost like sending the weapon charge into the face. And as a control player, you're not really looking to use up, like, deal 4 damage to the face.
Yeah, I think so too. It's kind of wasted because it only gets the Warlock closer to the giants. I think Molten Siphon would be fair here. You could do
well,
something
you're
else.
looking at 8 points of damage. If he had, is that a second true silver that he already used or his first?
Must have been his first.
Okay.
So that does mean he needs to heal at risk of dying, especially since his opponent played so fast.
He needs to either Shadow Flame or Siphon, and I think I like
Or
the
taunt.
Siphon more, because that way he can... No, taunts are not reliable because of the equalities haven't been used yet. Okay.
Okay, with the Soulfire, I suppose that's it.
Oh, that's a good discard.
That's a really good discard. And nice of him to pick up the Owl. Good news is the opponent hasn't drawn Tyrion yet, so he managed to find the answer in time. Equality is very good here. Doesn't even need anything along with the equality.
Right. The 1/1 can kill the Molten Giant pretty easily.
Yeah.
So then if you've seen a Molten Giant and he didn't play the second one, do you think he held it and that way you wouldn't like overextend too?
He could have held the second giant.
He could have held the Consecration also.
Against some other classes, in a situation like that, you could like make the guess that there's no other giant, and like that was the only one. But against the Paladin, who hasn't casted a single equality, it could be possible that there still was one left.
Right,
Yeah, I would have liked to hold this Consecration because you have a quality number 2, and I don't think you want to kill your old board with Pyromancer. You can sweep still.
All right, so it looks like he's aiming for Owl, Shadow Flame, Soulfire. Both of these players are playing this matchup so quickly. It's rare to see both of these players down to like 3 cards apiece, and I wonder if it's because they're teammates and they've practiced so much against each other and they've always played this style. All right, well, 3 health. Well, on hands, that's really good.
That's excellent for the Paladin to jump far ahead.
Just because the Warlock is at 3 HP, I would even consider dropping the Wild Pyro after the Lay on Hand.
Ah, I see. Yes.
But he does have the equality, so I guess dude is fine
That's
too.
a good point. He used both Soulfires. He's low on cards too, so anything he uses to try to remove will be really
I love that idea.
I mean, it's his enabler for the combo, but he's like forced to side.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's a very rare play that's correct, and I think in that. Oh my gosh!
You face Cabrix.
I guess that's a good draw.
That's a really good draw.
Oh my god. Wow. Now that's just crazy.
All right, Paladin's still favored though. He's got
it is.
6 cards and the bonus at 15. But if there was any one card that the Warlock need to pick up there, it was that one.
It was that one for sure.
Yeah, because now every turn he puts out these 6/6 creatures with his hero power only, and then Paladin will run out of removal.
We got a game here.
All right, starting with a dude.
Yep. I think that's correct, even though you're at full. Just to play a 5/6. Yeah, that's very exceptional to play 2 Guardian of Kings in a Paladin deck.
It seems like Pini's Paladin deck is just very greedy. Like he has what? Tyrion, Kel'Thuzad, Ysera.
Oh wow. 2
Guardian Kings and Lay on Hands.
What? How can he make such a weak turn against Cabrix?
Oh wow. He rolled over the Guardian of Kings for so long. I expected him to cast it.
Okay, this is a bit confusing to me.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
I guess he wants the heal from Guardian of Kings, but
You can't fall in love with that hero ability. That ability. What you needed was the body.
Well, but
Ysera
Ysera now gets pushed.
But I mean, if he played the Guardian, the Siphon would be gone now, and there would be only one Infernal on the table.
Right. Ugh.
Well, now Siphon Soul.
Wow. Still anyone's game.
It really is.
Okay. That's a really strong board, but he's got... Whoa. Doesn't kill the dude. With the 1... using his face.
Okay.
It's so much better to get it with the 1/6.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, you get 2 more damage to face, and the 1 damage on the Infernal is completely irrelevant.
Right.
Okay, he's gonna go for a clear, it looks like, with the Pyromancer.
Yep,
Yep. That's a good place to do it.
still winning.
And...
Even has Alder Koda combo. for
Is
the
there
next
trouble in Guy?
Infernal.
It's too bad that wasn't Drake. That would have been devastating.
Yeah. He's still gonna get it done.
Oh, man, that is so
man.
bad for the handlock.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
What are you laughing about, Jiraxis?
That's a good question.
I built my deck to have
Okay,
giants.
So I think it's finally safe to say that that Pini cannot lose this anyhow, because both Shadow Flames and the Hellfire is gone already. Like after this Peacekeeper Kodo, there's no way that...
Now he's got Kel'Thuzad,
Yeah.
and there's no way to remove. He used both Siphon Souls.
This board is completely impossible to deal with for the Warlock.
Yep, unless you got the tech card of Twisted
Shadow
Nether
Flame?
or Death. Oh, wow. Well,
Nice hand.
that's a nice hand. You know, this is why you want to tap a lot when you're actually not Jiraxis.
This hand was so bad.
Oh. Is this the worst hand possible?
Yeah, I guess.
I think so.
Double Molten Giant.
Oh boy. Oh, he got really far in his deck actually.
Okay, well,
Well.
at least Cabrix has the world still doomed. Play on hands.
I guess it can help. I mean, and you gotta know as a paladin too how to play the matchup, because it's really, really rare that you're actually trying to kill your opponent. It's
Right.
usually just that you exhaust a rogue's deck and don't let him kill you. Because I've seen it sometimes when the paladin goes like face with True Silver and stuff like that, but that's actually not quite, unless you have like some kind of crazy low tap hand that you can go aggressive with, then it might be right, but it's usually wrong.
Yeah, and in
You simply
particular, I think sometimes it's right to go aggro against Rogue, but it has to be the non-Malagos version of the Rogue, since the Malagos version, in particular, has finite damage.
Well, when we saw Cabrix play against Amaz, who played the Warrior,
yes.
he did something like 60 damage, right?
Right,
Around there. At least by Trump's estimation, who's keeping track. So there is still plenty of damage, even if you're healing a lot.
It's turn 4 already. These guys are not wasting any time.
I mean, the Paladin plays pretty straightforward for the first
That's
few turns.
true. Yep.
And the Rogue does too.
Rogue also.
That's right.
Yeah, so can't really blame them. I mean, no mistakes have been made.
Okay, so here's the first potential mistake. Do you think it's wrong? Well, I mean, I was thinking it might have been a mistake to sap. Is that too early? Too late?
Yeah, it's would have been too early for a sap, for sure. You need both of the saps. Usually, because of the heals and stuff, you might even need one sap for something like Tyrion. But if you get the Auctioneer turn, like Auctioneer rolling early, then sapping a Belcher might be right.
Yeah, I agreed there.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with putting out the True Silver here.
Yeah, I think that's the only play. Well, there
Sounds
is
fine.
also Pyromancer Guy.
I like the True Silver too, but I won't actually use it. Unless you... Well, I guess...
No, don't use it.
Yeah, don't use it.
Send the Ascension at the... Thalnos.
Playing it seems good.
I agree. I think a close second is Pyromancer Guy.
Yeah, it could work, but I think that True Silver is just more powerful of a play, and against the Rogue you don't really need to be anyhow like trying to save up anything. You just want to make the strongest play every single turn.
Okay.
He's taking a long time, though. I mean, he's now starting to think things through. Does he want to leave... Like, does he want to keep as much HP on Ascension? Oh, he's going to leave up the Thalnos.
Yeah, he's probably thinking of using the Stampeding Code on next turn, but that actually won't happen now, because, yeah, getting a bit punished by leaving the...
Yeah, there were just so many cards that could have punished. Deadly Poison,
Bane of Knives.
For sure.
Shiv. Now it's actually really difficult to kill that one. Well, it's not. You play the Kodo, but... yeah, there's not many other Kodo targets.
Nope. Yep, that's a good Kodo. And that's a good top deck.
Yeah.
Double Blade Flurry. Okay, that's interesting. So, I'm thinking Deadly Poison Agent.
Agreed.
Can you guys see anything else?
No, you don't have the mana to do, like, Azure Drake and Eviscerate. Even then, you might have a better removal target as time goes on. Especially like Sludge Belcher can be really difficult to get through.
Nothing good to Gadgets and Auctioneer yet, which is a shame.
Yeah, if he gets one prep, that might change things. But right now, it seems like the Drake might be better to get played first.
Yeah. Against the Paladin, you do have a lot of time to try to get the best Auctioneer possible.
He also gets a good Avis rate on that with the Drake.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Second Drake.
I actually haven't seen this deck, but judging from the cards, it looks like a Malygos deck.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
It is a Malygos.
Okay, so you can confirm.
Yeah, Trump and I were watching the Maz series.
Alright, I missed that one. Wow, that's
nice.
a lot of heal.
Yeah. And a pretty good amount of healing through this Guardian of Kings.
I wonder if he plays Assassin's Blade, because Assassin's Blade...
Yes,
he does.
He does.
Okay, so that's really important for him. Because I'm getting the same vibe as from the Warrior matchup, where it just you simply won't have enough damage without the Assassin.
Right. Drake backstab. In order to just actually deal with that. Alright.
Yep, that works.
It's a shame to put off the Auctioneer, but I think this is better.
Wait, what? Okay. Never mind, I saw something wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely the best play there.
Alright, well, Paladin wants to respond to this, but he's only got heals in his hand. And then leaving up spell power still doesn't feel good. The Drake can do a lot of stuff here.
He has a ridiculous amount of healing in his hand.
That's right. It's going to be like a rematch of the 60 damage Rogue. Paladin can heal for 14, 20, so he needs to go through 50.
And he already has for
6, so that's basically the last amount.
And 4 through
deal.
True Silver. So he's already healed for 10.
Wow.
All right. Is it worth eviscerating?
Ooh.
It's not
I
pretty,
don't know. I think it goes to attack before you Blade Flurry.
Blade Flurry is good.
Yeah, he has 2 of them, so I think that's actually kind of nice.
Gotta save that damage. I think if you eviscerated there, you would have ran out of damage.
Yeah, that was a good play. Okay, so here he has to do the Wild Pyro stuff. I mean, you can't leave the Auctioneer up.
So that dictates his play as definitely Consecration Pyro, and then his choice of Holy Light or Humility.
Yep, one of those 2.
I guess Holy Light's good enough.
If he actually left the Auctioneer up, the Rogue would get to dig through the rest of his deck, and the game would be over in a couple of turns.
Right. You know what's really surprising? Rogue somehow at 12 hit points.
Yeah. I mean, he has used the weapon a lot.
Yep. But that's good on the Rogue side, since Paladin can't really capitalize on that.
No. It's gonna be really tough. I mean, he needs something like the Lothep and the second True Silver to push through.
Huh, Pini's taking his time thinking about this. But I don't really see an alternative play.
Well,
also... Huh?
The real big thing to think about is whether or not you want a Humility or a Holy Light. I think I'm leaning more towards the Humility being the worst card here. So I would go with the Humility.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
You also get a guy.
Yeah. I mean,
well, it might matter if it comes down to it.
You never know.
I mean, Rogue's on 10 health.
Yeah.
I guess a case could have been made in favor of using the Holy Light just in case there's like a Van Cleef or something coming, but I like the Humility more too. Oh.
Well.
Speak of the devil. Is he gonna go for it?
Maybe he was inspired by Savitz.
It actually would really work out well here.
Yeah. I think using 1 is good since you want to save 1 for the Malagos.
This is a 6-6 Encleave?
No, it's an 8-8.
It would have been better to do it as an 8-8, right? Since he runs BGH.
I think so too, but it's gonna pay off.
Or will it?
No.
It pays off.
Yeah. Wow.
For now.
Oh boy, well the Van Cleave getting damage off like this is really clutch.
Yeah, that's something rather critical.
Now he's feeling so bad about using the Humility.
Yeah. Turns out the Holy Light was the better play.
Yeah.
Oh, second Gadget Sand.
This is going to be quite a turn.
Yeah.
Looking for a Conceal.
Full mana.
Do you want to save the Sinister Strike, Malagos?
Yeah, I think so.
Plus, Paladin's not building his board insane, so Blade Flurry is not usually a very important card. Oh, well.
Worth it to eviscerate here, too, I think.
How many preps has he casted a single prep?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah,
that's pretty unlucky. Sinister Strike.
Yeah, second
really
Sinister
he should
Strike,
draw
right?
into one soon.
Aww.
I don't...
I much preferred the eviscerate because...
Yeah, me too. I would have casted that instead of the Sinister.
I want to see some Malagos explosions.
The problem is, there's no card in the deck that can be played with Malagos, other than Conceal.
Well, there's preparation.
Yeah, he can top
That's
deck
right.
prep. We'll see. I wonder how many cards the Rogue has. Looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really know. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. But it can't be very many. Come on, hover over it. We need a spectator mode where we can like when watching we can
check
the cards. Yeah.
Wow, he's just gonna heal in response. This Van Cleave's gonna do 24 damage.
Wow.
He thinks he's dead, but is that true?
Let's see. 12.
Well, you start with the backstab.
16.
I don't think you have lethal on the board. Well, actually, maybe you start with the Malagos and then the backstab. You probably do.
Oh yeah, Malagos backstab.
Here's the
sounds
problem,
nasty.
though. Having all of these great minions out and then you just die to equality.
Holy Consecration.
I wouldn't blame him for playing the Lothep.
Yeah, I think the Lothep is
then,
great.
Yeah.
Ah,
That
well.
doesn't actually help that much because if the Paladin's going to clear, he's going to do it with
I would
equality.
play, yeah.
Right, but then
just
you can
eviscerate.
Lotheb Conceal, I suppose.
Lotheb Conceal. That still fails to Pyro equality.
True story.
Oh,
Okay.
Assassin's Blade. Now that's a good one.
Yep, sure is.
Do you conceal just for... Does that even play around anything?
Just for the draw, I think. I don't know. He doesn't even need the draw.
That's true. Get closer to preparation and a spell, perhaps.
Could be good to Malagos conceal, but he's also used everything that can target Malagos, like the Humility or the Aldor.
Yeah. There we saw it. He had 3 cards left.
Wow. Like, he's got just way too many heavy cards here.
Yeah.
Ah, preparation.
Finally. So there's like 1 more prep and mystery card left.
Yeah. It's too bad that he used up a lot of his damage spells, so Malagos can't do like 9 damage eviscerates.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the last card
Rogue's almost on fatigue.
Okay, yeah. But can he actually... Can he kill him here?
Like, if he's not careful.
Huh. He's
I
1
don't-
damage off right now,
I don't see
right?
lethal.
No, he's not 1. No, he is 1 damage. No, he's 3 damage off.
Yeah, he's 3
Yeah,
damage.
the sludge takes up a little bit extra.
I'm guessing
He doesn't want to
knows
use his weapon at all, too. Oh, man. Overkill on the 3-5. Wow. Sludge Belcher is excellent.
As ridiculous as it sounds, if he actually draws the last equality here, or an equality here.
Right.
Yeah, I like not playing the Loatheb there because
Yeah.
you get to space out some threats against equality.
Oh wow.
Oh, man. If he gets equality, then he might win this game.
Nope. That is no good.
Did the taunt save him? Like a second, like a
Okay.
faceless on the Sludge Belcher?
Huh.
5 and 5.
I actually think it does save him. I mean, there's no source of damage in
Right.
his hand, and he needs to deal damage 4
Oh,
times.
that's right. Prep.
Preparations are his last card. And you can't kill gadgets in.
There's nothing.
That's so funny.
This
Malagos
is ridiculous. This
has
is just
no spell
ridiculous.
damage.
He used up everything. Malagos totally got cock blocked here.
He has 0 damage in his hand, and those belters will take 4 attacks.
this game real?
There will even be a slime left after that.
Yeah. Like, he can do damage and then... Oh, man.
There's gonna be a slime left.
Wow, and this is a major problem because how much do you play around equality? You play any of the minions in your hand, and then you're going to die.
Oh, no, he's
for the
taking
equality.
damage from the front face of the Sludge Belcher. And then he's going to take...
There's gonna be a Wildfire Consecration. And then
oh, my
Oh.
God.
the Paladin is actually gonna win this game.
Not so fast.
Wait, he has Earthen Ring Farseer.
Yes, but... Okay, well, okay, I forgot about Loatheb. Okay. Maybe that will help.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to play it
It
here.
might help. But if he gets like a...
Ooh.
So
let's see.
equality.
Alright.
It's still equality.
Alright, so
Okay, he needs the equality, I guess.
the rogue needs to
Okay.
kill the paladin in at... Actually, he only has 2 turns at it? No, 3 turns. Since the slime will deal 1 damage to him, so
Or if
1
he-
fatigue, 2 fatigue, 3 fatigue.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that's so hard.
I mean,
But, yeah.
actually, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, this
No,
is
I meant
good.
hard
Okay.
for the Paladin to do anything about
Yes.
Okay, the Rogue still wins. I got a little bit too excited there.
Well, I mean, if he top decked 1 of 2 equalities, he would have gotten this, I think.
Yeah.
That's 3 damage from the weapon. Yeah, let's do it. Quality would have done it.
Well, you just conceal prep. Maybe he goes for the BM and forgets about the auctioneer.
Senjin doesn't do anything.
Hey, some good news, by the way. If you were ever looking for a Miracle Malagos Rogue deck, you can see the entire deck.
Yeah, you can see all 30 cards and copy it on Hearthstone.
Yep. Try not to have Malagos as the last card with any spells.
Well, he drew his preparations at the very end, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of unlucky.
But keeping a Sinister Strike for the end seems pretty good.
Oh, man. It was a close one, but looks like Cabrix has tied up the series.
That Van Cleef, it did like 40
I
damage.
believe they're both playing Freeze Mage.
Alright, so...
Oh, Lothar,
Dungeon's
what
a
have you
fine
done
choice.
to Twitch chat? Okay, so Druid against Miracle Rogue. You know, the Spectrum Knight does give problems to
Look
it,
at that hand.
but
from this
the
Druid.
curve
Oh
is
my
so
gosh.
poor.
You know, Druid's a fine choice, but I think Freeze Mage is also good.
Yeah, I like Freeze Mage against Miracle personally.
Yeah, I like the Druid pick. I mean, both of them would have been fine, but he has to also think that what might in the future matches, even if he manages to win this one,
That's
which deck would do better. And that, even though the pick is good, his hand is actually like so bad right now.
Yeah, he needs Innervate or Wild Growth or something.
Not Ancient the Floor. Oh,
On a
that's
creeper.
something. It's a
Okay.
bit late, and he would have preferred something else, like a Innervate or so. But I guess that's better than nothing.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Any kind of pressure that you can have, especially when you have Savage Roar in hand and you have the Haunted Creeper, is damage that you can threaten your opponent with.
Huh, I don't think Cabrix actually has any decks that are good against Freeze Mage left, other than the Mirror. 50-50.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The Druid is alright against Freeze Mage, in my opinion.
That's right. It's alright.
It's kind of okay. Yeah. I mean, there's some heals and stuff.
Yeah, it's got the pressure necessary.
By the way, that Rogue hand
Whoa.
looks pretty damn good.
3 damage to the face. Looks like he's... Is that right? That's really fast.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, it seems like that the Druid would be likely to make the trade anyway.
Innervate's
It
finally
does-
here.
Yeah, just a little bit late. Now he would have like a place even without the Innervate.
So many options.
Yeah, there's done. Usually you want to get the Spectral Knight out as fast as possible, but with the weapon and the... Oh, but he could play the Spectral Knight and Innervate Hero Power and make trade.
Yeah.
Because it can be like really painful for the Rogue to deal with. And we can see that it would be painful here once again.
Yeah, especially Maligo's version, which is even more spell heavy and less
Yeah.
creature dependent.
That's right.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure I would have seen the Innervate to use the hero ability and then like also trading in your 2 guys. Is because I love having value. But I do like that.
It seems like he's going for the lore.
Yep. I think that was my go-to play just because it felt to me like my options weren't that good. So he drew into a 6. That's really good.
Can't blame him for that play.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got a lot of draws coming in with coin preparation. I suppose it's nice that this time around Cabrix has preparation early.
That's right, and the coin. So
Yep.
you start off with preparation, then you probably follow it up with...
I would actually coin first. Because you get one more potential for the Fan of Knives.
I like that, yeah.
Or actually 2 more if you do it that way.
Huh.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, alright. It's nice.
Well-
Gets a full clear now.
The thing I have against that is because now if you draw into Conceal, you can't play it.
Yeah, that's true. And it's still a bit like awkward here.
Yep.
Because he needs to deal 4 to that, so he might even just like ignore it.
I think you should deal 6 to it since you have a Gadgetzan Auctioneer. You can slow down your opponent's play a lot.
Yeah, it kind of takes the whole turn from the Druid the next turn.
Yeah, you force your opponent to have a really bad turn.
Yeah, basically your opponent will have to spend at least 4 mana to deal with it in form of Wrath plus Hero Power or Swipe.
Yeah, and in this case, Pini can only either Swipe or Druid of the Claw. Or Force of Nature, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So his whole turn will be spent killing that. I would go as far as to say that any other play would be a mistake than a Swipe.
Right.
Yeah, he has combo already, so it's not like he wants to use Force of Nature.
No.
And then Druid of the Claw charge. Like, it's so versatile with Savage Roar. Like, you don't want to use that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Pini's looking pretty good. So if he... Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
If he swipes, then the opponent's going to be at 19. So he's got the 14 damage, so he just needs 5. Druid of the Claw, hero ability. And then he needs like 3 more to cover the Earthen Ring, and he's got this swipe. So like this game plan looks pretty good. Should be able to do it before the Malagos comes online.
Yep.
But perhaps the Miracle Rogue can kill him before that happens, as he does have Edwin Van Cleef.
Yeah, I agree with you. The druid has everything he needs. He just all the druid needs is time.
4-4.
The low tap in the rogue's hand is a big deal, though.
Yes,
I'm sure he will be smart enough to time it for turn 8.
exactly.
Oh, second Savage Roar.
Not so good here.
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
If he peers together an Innervate on turn 10.
What do you do here? Do you swipe the 4-4? Do you need it for damage? Just play Cairn?
I think I like the Spectral Knight over the Cairn, because the Cairn might get sapped. Even though it's like less mana efficient, I think the Spectral Knight would be better in this situation. But
Oh.
I don't.
Is he going to swipe Savage Roar?
I don't hate the swipe, but
I think
sure.
Savage Roar to clear the 3-3 would be extreme.
okay.
Yeah, he is going for it.
I guess he feels threatened. But the coin is already gone from the rogue, so I don't know.
You can't
how
really
the
be
rogue could-
threatened by this. They don't kill you until like turn 9? Question mark.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, second Gadget Sand. Here we go. Well, can't really. You want to backstab your own Gadget
Yeah.
Sand.
I would have waited there to see if you get a prep and then.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. I
maybe.
mean, the button was even yellow, so he could have drawn into prep.
Yeah. A bit quick there.
All right. So once again, the druid has to clear this. He's holding the. Oh, he held the Spectral Knight. Wrath Hero ability, yeah. And then play Yeti. It's the only play.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, shut down this Gadget Sand. Just as fast as you can.
And the good news is the Yeti threatens lethal, but Rogue should be able to deal with it.
Yep. Is there anything else he can?
Oh my gosh, he's letting the Gadget Sand go.
Okay, so
Oh.
he's trying to go for the lethal. He's just like praying that there's no low tap in the rogue's hand.
That's true. And then if he
Huh.
can't remove this, the same concept of having combo.
Although even if he didn't have the low tap, he could still make a trade for that
Right.
with the last
SI7 agent.
with the last agent or a Blade Flurry, Deadly Poison.
Okay, so you drop Lothab after you finish drawing with Gadget Sand, right?
Right, but
Unless you want. Oh, he wants to use SI7 agent now.
I think he could low tap
Yeah.
and then maybe stab his own auctioneer before trading it in with the agent.
I like that. Yeah. Whoa!
Okay, so he wants.
Well, I guess he's not afraid of combo because Lothab came.
Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 Huh.
Okay.
And then he threatens to
Okay, I like that.
potentially
I actually
kill.
think that's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, sure. Turn it around. I mean, he does have a lot of damage in his hand. That's Sinister Strike. That's the Eviscerate. He
Yeah.
also has a Deadly Poison.
I
and
actually
a-
really
and a
like that
Sap.
play. The more I think about it.
Yeah, me too. How can he lose from here? Druid low tap maybe.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
Other than low tap from the Druid, I don't see a way from him to not win next time.
4, 9. Okay.
I mean, I guess actually he's not beating it just yet, but it's close. Or does he win?
Oh, with Azure Drake, does that change anything?
Yes.
That's
He
4, 7.
Does he have enough mana?
Maybe if he picks up prep off the draw?
Yeah, that's lethal. I think, because you have Sinister Strike is 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, wait,
7.
or is it 1 off?
It's
It's
8
one.
plus 3, 11, plus 5, 16. Ah, yes, he can't dagger.
It's actually 1. He's 1 off, because he doesn't, yeah.
Well, maybe he picks up preparation with the Azure Drake. Does that change anything?
If you pick up preparation, then you win, yes. Because then you can dagger for 2.
Still 12, so... Huh. Well, this is getting interesting.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Do you,
Okay.
Okay. Do you lose?
Just
No, you
slam down the Golden Malagos.
Right, so...
Innervate.
No, but
Oh,
he
he-
already spent
right,
one
right.
draw. Oh, but there's low tap.
Oh.
Doesn't help. I don't think it helps.
I mean, your opponent can't play spells.
He has to like charge the Druid of the Claw into the low tap in addition.
Yep. And I guess you use your face on Lothab. Or, yeah, you use your face on Lothab. You do 12 damage to Malagus.
Oh no, so Vitz is saying
like Lotheb.
you Lotheb and then you drew the Claw Charge.
Oh, I was thinking Force Savage, the
then you give up your only way to win, though.
Yeah.
But maybe the opponent can't win then.
It's such a weird situation. I mean, the Lotheb is still gonna get like backstab for 5 mana, so I guess it's not a winning play really.
17. So you would deal 8 plus 4 is 12. I feel like if you don't get rid of Malagos, you're going to lose. Because you can expect your opponent to have at least a Sinister Strike. So
Sinister Strike does 8 damage?
That's right. Plus
8.
Malagos is 12. And then you just need like an Eviscerate.
But he can't.
No, but you can't do both.
Yeah, because of the expensive spells.
Actually, wait, if that's the
you
case,
just need it
then
at a later turn.
wouldn't it have been better? Oh, preparation trolling. Wouldn't it have been better to play Shaded Naxxramas then? Shaded Naxxramas, you hero power down Lotheb. He can't kill you with just Sinister Strike and Malagos then.
But if you hero power down the Lotheb, you die to the Sinister.
Right. The problem is the following.
Oh,
turn.
because
Or do you
you
die?
actually, no, you actually can.
You should take 5.
You would have gained 1, but then you could have hero powered. And you would have died. You're right.
I think.
He would have been 1 away, but then if you use the dagger, the wicked knife, you just kill off.
Right.
So-
Well, after the Sinister Strike, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, now you have no choice with the Force Savage. So I think this should have been done last turn. And I don't think that saves him, does it?
Drake, Sinister, Shiv, Evis. How much is that? It's 11.
Oh,
That's good
Assassin's
enough.
Blade.
Yeah, no, he has it with the Drake already.
Yeah,
I
and
just
the
played-
preparation. Yeah,
yeah.
he's got plenty.
Yep.
Or a Deadly Boss, however he wants to do it.
Just has to count. He's got it.
I'd say the good play of the game, or perhaps of the match there, was using the Auctioneer to attack face.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
extra 4 damage really helped things along. And it took a little bit of guts, but you have enough experience with the Lotheb in your opponent's deck.
All right.
Good use of Lotheb.
Okay, so Cabrix takes the series lead 2-1, and is 1 game away from advancing to play Amaz for 2nd place in the group. Wow, it's been quite a journey for both of these guys. They came all the way from Spain and trying to make a name for themselves, but I do feel like nerves or something are getting in the way here.
Oh, all the way from...
Well, if it doesn't go right here for Pini, he is out, but he's going to go with Warrior instead of the Freeze Mage, so I guess we called that one wrong.
Ah, right, maybe taking a note
A safer
off of-
approach.
Okay.
If he plays a Harrison, the Warrior should be fine. Because without the Assassin's Blade, the Rogue will never have enough damage.
Yeah, maybe Pini took some notes off of how Amaz beat Cabrix. By the skin of his teeth, but still did it.
All right, so the Rogue also, I mean, it can get ahead of the Warrior and start chipping away early, so that way Malagos effect never has to come into play, right? We still have like the Van Cleef and the the Lotheb. Forsen apparently lost a lot of money. He's really upset right now. He was 1 off the Royal Flush. Oh my God! I'm 1 card off the Royal Flush.
His opponent had the precise 2 cards
He needed those precise 2 cards.
Yeah.
Or to beat my hand.
Alright, Slam? Slam.
Oh, Slam. Man, I haven't seen that in a while. That takes me back.
Yeah. I kind of like Slam.
It's like listening to a song on the radio when I see Slam.
Yeah, as for me, that card, it almost made the 30th card in my Warrior deck.
Did it?
It's really close.
Why didn't it make it?
It's just there are so many other cards contending in this slot, like Cleave and Baron Geddon and other big minion. Ysera. It's like, do you put in Slam or do you put in Ysera?
Yeah,
And
but
it's a tough call.
yeah, but Slam gets you closer to your Ysera if you can fit in both.
That's true.
Because quite in many matchups you need the Alexstrasza and then the Chrome Enrage, and Slam kind of rewinds you to your win condition or good stuff. And also with weapons you can extend the trades to kill like Sludge Spells or stuff. So I'm actually a big fan of Slam in Warrior.
Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, Slam and Ysera do function pretty differently in the Warrior deck, so it's interesting that you made that specific trade-off, but I'm sure there's more factors into how you build your Warrior.
Yeah, it was actually only an example. I don't like Ysera and Warrior all that much, but
Oh, that's fair.
I would personally just play like a Faceless over it, probably.
Good shield slam there. Nothing gonna be bigger unless we see the big Van Cleave.
To the face.
Yep.
I mean, he's got Alexstrasza, so...
Wow, you have the potential to make such a big Van Cleave here, but you can't take that risk against the Warrior. Can you, Savitz?
No, I mean, there's the executes and also we can see that there's a Spellbreaker. I mean,
Yep.
You don't want to do it against Warrior, no way. There's just too many things that would kill it. I like the 4/4. I think that's a good size Van Cleef against that 3 damage weapon.
That's good. The Game Hunter enters the field too.
If there's another reason, why not to Van Cleef?
Wow, looks like the Warrior is definitely going to be sturdy for quite some time, looking at both hands here.
Wow, and if he has Coin Ragnaros and his opponent doesn't have any way to deal with it...
Wow, these guys are not wasting any time.
It's
Guess
like,
you
whoa,
can't
turn
coin.
7? Okay. Oh, can't coin Ragnaros anymore.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Looks like the choices are between Sludge Belcher and a hero ability. Or Sludge Belcher hero ability and Sylvanas, rather.
How about this? Cool Taskmaster and Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, hey, that's really good.
Aww.
Oh, that's the only thing you can do it to.
Oh, I liked it a lot. I think that would have been really good.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been a sexy play.
Also because the Van Cleef is already gone, so there will never be anything.
Right.
I guess
bigger.
No, you could go for the cruel Big Game Hunter Malagos.
Nice.
Wow.
I might as well just go execute, I suppose. But
Oh, that's a card he definitely
and
needs.
he's got Deadly Poison. That's
I'd
really
probably
good.
shift face here. I mean, he's gonna play the different weapon anyway.
Yeah.
And he gets the spell power on this too. All right. This is not looking. I mean, there's the rack
Do
coming.
you hit
but
the
it's a bit
conceal?
awkward.
It conceals 6
could.
damage.
He could.
yeah.
See, the only reason to save it would be if he thinks he's gonna top deck an auctioneer, but it seems unlikely.
Yeah, the opponent could have Brawl.
I like the conceal here a lot.
You still have ways to draw with Auctioneer too if it changes the play. Your
that's right.
preparations.
He has double preps anyway,
Yeah.
so the auctioneer turn will be good in any case.
Okay.
Well, he chooses to hold it. Disappointing. Yeah, both these guys had opportunities to go for flashy plays, but mildly
Well, the
disappointing.
flashiest play of all right now would be Ragnaros.
Ragnaros whacked the one. No, the low type, I
Ragnaros coin
suppose.
shield slam for 1.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You could
I
even
mean, you go for the 8 damage. You put your rogue opponent on 11.
Yeah.
And you have what's it called? The Cruel Taskmaster. So if you draw into Gromosh, you're constantly threatening lethal.
Yeah, I suppose the other play, if you don't want to use a shield slam for 1 damage, would be Cruel Taskmaster and Sylvanas.
Yeah.
And that would be alright too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff he can do here. You also kind of want to armor every turn.
That's right.
Yeah, I think I like the Ragnaros coin shield slam the most.
Yeah, it puts up so much pressure against the opponent.
How often do you shield summon a blood mage? But it could even be right here. He could still go for the Cruel Taskmaster Big Game Hunter.
Oh, that's true. He could.
It's a lot less good now.
You might as well just armor
Yeah.
up shield slam and then Cruel Test.
Yeah.
1-1.
2, 3.
Oh, it looks like he is going for that then.
The thing that stops people from doing the shield slam plus Cruel Taskmaster
Right.
is you're spending wasting quite a lot of mana.
Coin
Alright.
Sylvanas.
And then hit the... Okay.
Alright.
Fair enough.
Wow. Right. Blade, poison face.
Yep. Good sap here.
He could.
Sap doesn't seem all like super necessary.
It sets the opponent back 6 mana.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
True.
Probably has to do it. Just to slow down the warrior, because he's not only gonna take 5, but he's gonna take another 5 on the following, because he didn't have like an answer for it
Fair
in the
enough.
future. So.
Okay.
So right now, Rogue is pretty much drawing to either of Malagos or Gadgetzan Auctioneer. Warrior.
Oh, Rag.
Let's get
Okay.
pressure. Rogue has no current answer to it.
Well, I figured Alex Strauss sets up a guaranteed 2-turn kill if your opponent can't respond to it.
Malagas would have been exciting because he could have actually went face, then prep the Blade Flurry and even conceal the Malagas, but
That would have been great.
didn't quite draw it. Though.
Which target is better here?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh.
Probably the.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Start with conceal or prep?
Maybe prep, so he can get an NASA agent in there to kill that with the. Oh wait, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. If he gets the SI7 and he attacks and Blade Flurries. But you want to prep again.
Okay.
Yeah, prep first. Probably going for face.
Oh, he gets
there
it.
it is.
It's a board clear.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, that's an easy follow-up for the turn.
Yep.
Wow.
Not bad at all.
What a turnaround.
Good stuff.
And the Gadget's hand survives.
Wow, this is a super tough position for the the Warrior now. That Rogue just had a miracle occur. Oh, tough spot.
Yeah, everything you do is very prone to sap, and you can't kill off the Auctioneer because you don't have Brawl.
You can't even execute your own Sylvanas.
Oh, gosh. You're in big... Oh, yes, you
Oh,
can!
you're big
Yes,
game
you can!
No, no, you're done.
Oh, I saw at the same time you did, Trump.
No.
You could BGH your own Sylvanas, hypothetically. It's just, you don't have the mana. He used a coin. He used a coin for the Sylvanas earlier. Forsen said this is the part where you're fucked.
So true, Forsen.
Doesn't he know it? I think Sylvanas is much better than Karen though. More damage, stronger impact.
Yeah, conceal, Auctioneer. Okay.
Right. We also said the possibility of BGH your own Sylvanas, but you don't have enough mana.
This person's going through the same motions.
Yeah, Forsen's cast the same game, just 1 minute on a delay. Well, I guess it's just the Sylvanas armor up, right? There's.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so bad. You saved Cool Taskmaster on the off chance you survive and get Gromosh too.
Yeah.
Like you
for
need
sure.
that.
That's like the only way to win. But there might even 10 be a far.
10 damage exists. 10 damage. Oh. Yeah, I guess this is the same
I would
difference.
start with the sap.
Yeah, I like starting with the Sap.
Yeah, it takes the least amount of mana.
You could actually have lethal if you start with Sap. Okay,
Alright, backstab's okay too.
Yeah, you should start with backstab.
Okay.
I guess
Oh,
that's fine.
wait, I think is that it?
4-7.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah,
That's
there you
good.
go.
That's it.
All
With
right.
the hero power.
Cabrix is gonna go to the runner-up match.
Against
Wow.
Amos.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
Amos has already
okay.
defeated Cabrix once. But we'll see if he can do it again.
All right.
Well, Mally goes rogue going 3-0. What do you think about that, Trump?